Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is your tarot reading for the week ahead. Pretty much a great week ahead for you. I'm pleased to say probably better off than most of the other zodiac signs that I've seen. We're starting off with the Strength and the Empress card. Two cards that really represent a strength, a power, an embodiment of creativity, a self-assuredness, and a confidence. You can see in the cards there's this bright yellow. So having the confidence to move ahead with whatever you want to move ahead with, particularly when it comes to this idea of creativity. Now, creativity doesn't have to be about painting pictures or writing necessarily. Feels great if it wants to be that, but much more about the things that we're bringing into existence, the things that we want to bring out and share into the world. There is such a strong theme around you letting go what no longer serves you, particularly as we have your card, the Death card, which is ruled by Pluto and is the card of Scorpio. So perfect. I love it. And I believe last week you also had the Death card in your reading. So you really embodying what you do well. Transformation, death and rebirth, the psyche, intuition, the deeper aspects of life. And particularly as you have the three major arcana being those big shifts, those big insights, those big interceptions of the universe, it feeling really expansive and exciting. And again, because we have the yellow, this very embodied, this very emboldened energy, it's a real sense of you being unstoppable here. Finally, we have and there's much more I want to say on that, but finally we have the Four of Swords, the Lord from Rest from Strife, and the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords sometimes I see as the card of anxiety or worry or second-guessing oneself. But the fact is that this card looks back on the rest of the spread with a sense of, I've got to say, jealousy or a sense of feeling left out, but in a really, really good way. It's like those themes of anxiety, of worry, of second-guessing yourself no longer serve a purpose. There's a real sense of you being able to divide and look at what is worth taking forward, what is worth me, what's a school of thought that's worth adhering to, and what isn't. It's like, actually, I've done that doubting thing. I've done where I've second guessed myself. I've done where I'm full of worry, and it's never done me a service. So you being able to, particularly because of this Death card, being able to separate from that strengthened, emboldened energy of the Strength card and Empress and that worry energy of the Page of Swords. So it's really a choice for you this week of what voice am I going to listen to? Am I going to listen to that inner saboteur? Am I going to listen to the person that says, who are you kidding? You can't do that. Why are you thinking that? Or are you going to really fully embrace this energy, this expansive energy here that goes, yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to throw everything that I can into this thing because I know it's either what I'm meant to be doing or what excites me or what fills me up. And particularly on those things that you want to create, those things that you want to birth, those things that you want to start producing and bringing into the world. It's not so much about sustaining, and it's not so much about getting rid of things. The only thing to get rid of is that self-doubt, is that mental chatter that is in quote unquote negative. Because again, the Four of Swords is the Peace card. It's right in the window at the back there. It has the word pax, which is the Latin for peace. So it's feeling like a place of mental peace, actually, of mental equilibrium. Again, you might have to be slightly strict with yourself to go, that's not very helpful, that's not serving me, I don't want to think like that. That's the old me. That's the way I used to approach things, or that used to be the me that would second guess it and pick it apart. That is no longer useful. because you can see in the death card, you've got the sunshine right in the background, and it is about embracing the quality of yellow. And yellow to me energetically connects with the solar plexus, connects with our sense of identity, connects with our confidence. It's our energetic mouth. It's the things that are feeding us in order to move us forward in this really empowered, self-assured way. And if anybody can go through that process of transformation, it is you, Scorpio. So look at, with the Page of Swords, look at where are those old habits, where are those old, outdated, outmoded cycles of behavior, of thinking, of approach. It's really worthwhile thinking, well, how long have I been allowing that to stop me, and where does that come from? And some of this mental exploration isn't about picking things apart and going right back to the trigger point of things at all, but it's looking at what is holding me back. What are my limiting beliefs? Why are they there? And how can they be dispelled? Anything that you do in that area this week is going to pay off so much. It's going to be so worthwhile. This isn't kind of pop psychology. It's not kind of, as I say, being very tormented and deep contemplation. No, it's about catching those moments to go, no, that's not helpful. We're not going to go down that train of thought today. We're not going to think like that. We're going to think about, I can do it. Think about the positive. Think about, it's much more around what can I do rather than what can't I do. What's your language? Is there lots of shoulds? I should do this. I should do that. Again, why is that there? Or on the flip side, I couldn't do that, or I couldn't do this. Where are you limiting yourself? Where are you slightly holding yourself back? And again, if you're finding yourself in that cycle of thinking, if you're in that place quite a lot, then how do we get to this? And that's slightly for you to answer. The obvious point is through things like meditation, anything that you can kind of find a stillness. But it doesn't have to be. It could be anything like, is music your happy place? Is dance your happy place? Bravo, bravo, bravo. It's because there's a fox in the garden. But it doesn't have to be. If music is your happy place, if hanging out with your friends is a happy place, it's almost like just starve this part of yourself of any attention. Just don't even bother trying to interact with it. Just go, no. You can move aside, go away. It's important that you embrace the changes these weeks. Allow things to just run in their own cyclical way. Don't try and hold on to things more than they need to be. Embrace change, embrace the ups and downs, all of that. Without death, without winter, there can be no spring, as represented with the Empress, although arguably she's more autumn. But this cycle of creation is what I'm getting at. And if we're stuck, if we're just going to continue on as we are, in the method that we are, we can't allow the new things to come through. So it is really about embracing change and looking at those. If there is a nervousness here, again, is partly, remember, to be a channel for grace, as the Strength card represents. But if there is a nervousness here, look at the alternatives. Look at those things of, well, I've tried it like that for X amount of time, and look where it's got me or hasn't got me. So what's the worst that can happen is if I just take the plunge, if I just take the punt and just give it a go. It's really, really in that, because it's so emphatically given, because of the Strength and the Empress, that whatever you set your mind to this week, whatever you have the confidence to do, there's very, very little that will be able to stop you. So I hope that helps. And best of luck with whatever you're going to plunge into. And I shall see you next week. Bye for now.